Hello everybody, hopefully you all are having a wonderful day as I am as well. As you can see by the title of the video is going to be on VATSIM client, having all the simulators running on one VATSIM client. As you can see I'm here in Gatwick and you can see quite a lot of traffic here, EasyJet as well as Turkish and a couple other aircrafts here as well, liveries. And we've got some here. Currently I'm using the default simulator. There is the app as you can see here. So you see SwiftPilot GUI just running a test, and all the liveries are actually here. And as you can see, I'm actually being able to see all of them at the moment. So in a minute, I will actually show you guys how I'm able to get this, as well as Xplane, as well as Microsoft 2020, all running on the same VATSIM client. So what's good about this program? A couple of things actually. Come here on Simbrief field, see that we have a Simbrief flight plan. Hopping back to the SwiftPilot GUI, clicking on a flight plan. See here, all we have to do is just press Simbrief, put in your alias, press OK, and then you'll see you actually have flight plan all loaded in here. And all you have to do now is just press send, and that's about it. I believe that makes it a lot better than how VATSIM is. But I believe with the SwiftPilot GUI, knowing that you can do this all in one with every simulator, now it makes it so much easier and don't have to go back and forth between different versions. First of all, I want to say a big shout out to this YouTuber as well, the Flying Fox, for actually releasing a video on how to get this program all running. So if you guys haven't checked him out, please do have a look, and you will get a bit more familiarized with the program. But what I want to show you guys today is settings simulator section, that now you actually see Microsoft 2024 is actually in the GUI. We go back to this SwiftPilot GUI, which I will also link in the description. This was the stable version, or actually is the stable version, and if you come up, you would see there's the pre-release version of 10.34, but still it says that native support Microsoft 2020. Yeah, but if you go all the way to the final alpha version, which is pretty stable, you would see here it says native Microsoft 2024 support, which actually does give you, as I said previously, section here, Microsoft 2024, where you can actually install the liveries or the livery pack that you have. To the alpha version, the latest one, 50.46. I go down and you're gonna download the installer as well as the xSwift Plus, which this one here is for the Xplane version. So with the installer, if you haven't already installed it, we're gonna go about the setup process here. I'm gonna press next, accept, and here you see all the simulator plugins that are available, and you can actually deactivate whichever one that you don't want. In my case, I would have deactivated these, and you just press next, and this will be the installation directory where it will be installed. Press next, and it's now going to get ready to install, and when you press next, it's going to go about the entire setup process. You see the Swift launcher, and as you can see here, it letting me know that I already have a configuration before. Now, do I want to use it? I would press yes, since I'm only going to show you guys the update to using Microsoft 2024. So I'm going to go to the mapping tool, just press finish here, and once the mapping tool is loaded, go to settings. Here you will see Microsoft 2024. You click on Microsoft 2024. In my case, this is where my folders are, and here are the model directories that I have or that I set. So you can actually set them from here, as well as the directory of your simulator. So in my case, I would have moved it to limitless in this case, since I'm using Steam version. And then you press save, that way and save here as well. Now in terms of the distributor here, these are what you have in terms of what is being read from all of the models that you have here. In case I have AIG, fly-by-wire, FSLTL, PMDG. And as you can see here, this is actually the number, so this actually tells me this is the first one that I have loaded in or on top, and then AIG will be the second model, as well as PMDG, and then third fly-by-wire in terms of the distribution. So after you press save, you're gonna go to the muffin editor, in this case on the stored own models. This is where you're gonna reload, since if you would have changed your or added a model set after you press save, you also have to reload. You first force reload, press OK, is gonna reload everything, and from there you're gonna go back to the active which you will have cleared your set, or you would clear the set and then press a new set. If this doesn't work, which I've noticed as well in certain cases where sometimes it doesn't actually work since it's an alpha build, click here, and in this case you want to get all the DB, which is the database. According to SwiftPilot GUI, it needs 4: the distributor, the aircraft code, delivery, and also the family of the actual aircraft. As you can see here, it's a 737 but this is the aircraft type, which is the B733, but it comes from the Boeing 737 family. So in this case, you would have 4, and then I didn't say here from the DB. What I did was press this, and in this case, all I want is those that have the database, and as well as the mode or the model and the liveries and everything here. And I just manually added this all in. That's if in case, like I would have said before, the active set, pressing a new set, it might not work. So coming back to what I was saying, so in this case, you would click here, go all the way up till you see the database not available anymore. So let's just quickly go up. Right, once you arrive to here, you'll see here the model is not known. In these cases, you would skip all of these and make sure that you don't take any of these here. And in this case, the database is not known on this side, so you skip this and only take from everything up here and press, in this case, model set, and then add to your own model, which I was seeing here, which I got 6051 instead of 7003. And the last thing you would do is to actually save it. When you press save, it's now stored into the model set and also is available to be used with the simulator. Okay, so let's go to the Xplane version. So if you click on Xplane and see the simulator directory, and these are the liveries via the Bluebell and the CSL, which I will also link in the description, where you can actually see how to actually implement these liveries exactly or correctly, in other words, to be able to reread in the SwiftPilot GUI. So as you can see here, you press save, and then as well the same thing applies. You go to the mapping tool, which now you would see Xplane, which you can actually press the clear set, and then go to the stored own, post reload, which will give you the models of the original. If you come back here, the original CSL, but it wouldn't be able to work. You actually have to come here, and as you can see here, the distributor is xCSL mod. But what you have to do is actually click here, right click, and go to simulator, click the CSL to XSB, which will then convert all these models to be read with SwiftPilot GUI, and afterwards it will all be able to be used. And in that way, now you can now come here, press a new set, and be able to either select based on all of the models or based on what you have originally set in the settings page. In the settings page here, And as you can see here in the distributor preference, if you want to put all in set, which are these two sets here, and then you come up back to the mapping, press new set, go to the distributor from below, or select from below. You could select the XCSL and the bluebells, which are the only two that you have in the set, and press OK. That's gonna be able to get all of the models. As you can see, XCSL mod is the first distributor as 0, and then the second distributor, which will be the bluebells. As you can see, it says 1. So in that way, it means that the XCSL would be on top of the bluebells, and the same thing applies. You also press save, and then you are good to go. So that's all I have for you today. Very quick guide on getting all of the free simulators under one program, the SwiftPilot GUI, which is very beneficial to getting the flight plan uplink under one app instead of going through an external browser. Thanks for watching this tutorial, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Do look at some of the other videos that I have, which I will show you guys right now. Bye bye.